All right, well, came across another video, and this one is a bit bizarre. So literally, so a white guy killed his black friend, but the white guy has no arms or legs. Um, yeah, um, this has been proven many, many times. For anyone who's wondering why are white men so obsessed with killing uh, humans, well, it's simply because they've been hunting for since they was born, and all they've been doing is killing animals, fishing. So it got to the point when they reach a certain age that killing animals no longer satisfies them. Um, it doesn't fulfill the hunger. So it's pretty common for a white man to go kill a human being. Now in this particular case, it was a black guy. I know most most races, white guys assume that just because they're white, and if they kill a non-white person, they won't get any jail time. They won't be penalized. Now, this happens a lot, especially back in the Jim Crow era. Even now, you hear stories about uh, white men killing black guys and black guys coming up missing, even women, even black women. So this particular case, obviously the guy assumed that by him killing his black friend that uh, no harm would come to him. Now, the story did bring up they had a argument, but that happens all the time, right, between friends and family. So nothing new. But I'm gonna go ahead and play the video, and I'll put my opinions throughout the video, and yeah, we can go ahead and get this thing started.
Back and now to a very unusual murder investigation in Maryland where the suspect is a quadruple amputee and he's one of the top professional cornhole players in America. CBS News correspondent Chanel Cole joins us now with more. And Chanel, what more can you tell us about this case?
Well, look, Mugo, this is a bizarre and disturbing story. At the center of this story is someone who would be considered to be an inspiration up until now. 27-year-old Dayton Weber. This is someone who is a quadruple amputee and also a star cornhole player. He is a professional cornhole player who's won multiple tournaments before, but now police, Mugo, believe that he is also a murderer. So how did this happen? Well, police say that Weber was out with a couple of friends. He had 3 people in his vehicle. He was driving his Tesla SUV in La Plata, Maryland on Sunday night when this happened. They say that someone who was in the vehicle told them that things got heated in that vehicle. They say one of the people who were in the back seat told investigators that Weber actually shot and killed 27-year-old Bradrick Michael Wells. That person also told police that Weber then pulled the car over, asked the 2 remaining passengers who were inside the vehicle at that moment to help him pull Wells's body out of the vehicle. Those 2 people told police, Mugo, they refused to do so and that they then got out of the car and left the scene. They say Weber then drove away and that Wells's body was found 2 hours later.
A resident called 911 to say that they saw what appeared to be a body lying in somebody's yard.
So Weber was eventually found, Mugo, at a nearby hospital in Virginia just a couple of hours later after he was arrested. Investigators also described this as someone who is a gun enthusiast. What does that mean? Well, look at some of the videos on your screen right now. These are videos that he posted to his personal YouTube channel, which obviously show him loading and firing several shots from a handgun, as you see there. Weber was charged with first and second degree murder. As for next steps in this case, he is waiting to be extradited back to Maryland.
All right, Chanel Call, thank you so much for your reporting. A very disturbing story there.
Okay, as you can see in his mugshot, no fucks was given. The man is literally cheesing. Um, me being honest, you have to be very careful who you surround yourself with. I'm gonna be honest, especially white people. There is an unlimited amount of videos on YouTube about white people just going nuts, committing all kind of heinous crimes, kidnappings, child stuff. So not saying all of them, but they're known for doing that. So I know they always say, "Oh, black people." Uh, Last time I checked, I never killed one of my friends for for a simple, little petty argument. Never did that. Never heard about that. Now I know that happens. That can happen. That will happen, but it's not common, um, unless you're in the white community. So I mean, there you go, right there. I mean, what kind of friend do you have to where you just simply took his life for a simple argument? And not only that, you tried to get the people that was in the vehicle with you to hide the body, to bury the body. Well, you didn't even try to bury it, but to dump the body, should I say? And you didn't call the cops on yourself. You didn't turn yourself in. Someone told on you. So white fatigue is real. I know they try to say black fatigue or whatever, and this white fatigue is real. They've been doing this since the beginning of time, and they're gonna keep doing it. So for the people who might get offended, who is white, if it don't apply, let it fly. But let's be honest, you guys are known for heinous crimes. This was this guy's friend, by the way, his friend. Whatever argument they got themselves into definitely wasn't worth the guy taking his life. And on top of that, discarding his body like trash, and not even turning himself in. So what that tells you? So guys, you have to be very careful. Um, you know, when it's one of them, just be mindful. But when it's more than one of them, be on high alert because they normally don't do stuff like this unless it's a group of them. So again, the average white guy who hunts, if he's a hunter, yeah, you gotta be careful because those guys they've been doing it all their lives, and long story short, they're tired of killing animals. So what's the next big thing to an animal is a human being. So you see that he killed that. Well, let me stop saying the K word. He took his friend's life, quote unquote, and had no care in the world. Literally smiling in his mugshot. So um, sad that the young brother has lost his life. Um, he's a friend of me for sure. Hopefully, people who watch this video will be more aware of who they surround themselves around. And this was in broad daylight. This wasn't at night. He wasn't hanging out behind an abandoned gas station or anything like that. The guy literally got into an argument and decided to take his life and didn't give two shits about it. So just be aware, and he'll be locked up for, I'm assuming, for a very long time. And in his condition, he'll have a tough time in there. Uh, I would imagine. So anyway, guys, if you have any opinions, any suggestions, leave them down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and no matter what, I'll take your peace, your pockets, and your purpose.